Welcome to the Dream Key Podcast, your key to all things Dragon Gate. Our host for this episode is Cboz.
Hi.
Leon.
Hello.
And me, Jimmy Chuck. As you might have noticed, Mr. Hakata Starlanes, our Swedish fish, and the founder of Yoshinoism, BlodN, couldn't make today's recordings due to his computer dying, and he's real sorry about it. Speaking of apologies, I have one myself. This is actually like our second recording for this episode. Unfortunately, when we did the first one like 2 weeks ago, there was technical issues on my end, and I didn't realize it until afterwards, and it rendered it all useless. So we got the episode out late, and we feel real bad about it. But fortunately, Leon was nice enough to release an awesome move list for Punch Tominaga on the channel, so go check that out.
I think this is the first time someone mentioned Punch Tominaga and the word awesome in the same sentence.
Punch Tominaga is great. I appreciate his balding.
Yeah. Like Punch Tominaga's awesome haircut, yeah.
His awesome haircut. His awesome Hawaiian t-shirts.
He doesn't wear them anymore.
Well, that's something I want to fix personally.
Yeah, not just you, buddy.
So how are you guys doing today? Like, this was a whole month of tournaments, and it was ridiculous.
It's nice to see Dragon Gate trying to keep the momentum it had. December was a really hot month, and they're really pushing forward come the new year.
I like tournaments, but 2 in the same month, I'm kind of full on them.
It's technically the one was a league and the other one was a cup, so it's not the same thing.
It harkens back to their lucha roots. Like, they just have tournaments for no freaking reason. Well, I want a tournament every single month. I want Summer Adventure Tag League, and I want the New Year's Triangle Tournament, and I want Happy Springtime Deathmatch Tournament. Just give them all to me. I love them.
I mean, yeah, if we're doing... Bro, Cosmo's there. We can do a deathmatch tournament. I know he wrestles for BJW sometimes.
You really want to see that?
Listen, yes, I want to see Skywalker throwing light tubes around.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Shingo would be pissed as soon as he leaves and start doing deathmatch.
Yeah, his FMW boner was just a year too late. Or a year too early. With the introduction gate done, let's open the review gate. The first round and semifinals of the rookie ranking tournament were held on January 12th and 13th in KBS Hall in Kyoto, Japan, and Edion Arena Osaka No. 2 in Osaka, Japan, with the first round show drawing 675 fans and the semis drawing 930 fans. Before the first round show began, the drawings for the pairings was held. Ashita received the first round bye, while Dia vs. Skywalker, Watanabe vs. Yoshioka, and UT vs. Minoru were set for first round matches. Dia said he wanted to prove he had changed from last year and would do so by winning. Skywalker said to reach the top of Dragon Gate, he had no other option besides winning the entire tournament. He will prove to everyone he has what it takes. Watanabe talked about how he and Yoshioka are contemporaries. Watanabe wanted to finally get one step ahead of him by winning today. Yoshioka, on the other hand, looked forward to beating his Mochizuki Dojo classmate fair and square. Minoru said he was going to treat every match like it was a huge one and was aiming to win them all. And UT proclaimed he was on a totally different level than the others, so him winning was a safe bet. So with just the pairings now, do you guys have any look forward to matches?
When the pairings were announced?
Yeah. So when it came up that, it was Skywalker versus Dia, Watanabe versus Yoshioka, UT and Kota.
I was really sad that Kaito didn't get a match. But from these three, I was really excited for Yuki versus Watanabe.
It kind of hurt because I could see the writing on the wall. I was like, yeah, Hio's not making it out of the first round.
There's really no chance aside from him facing Dia or Minoru.
Yeah, I didn't have much faith for him scoring super well in the tournament, but this just sort of sunk my expectations.
Yeah, but he did well.
Yeah, he did. At least he didn't end up last.
At least he didn't talk a lot of shit and come in 4th place like UT.
In the first round of the rookie ranking tournament, match A, Shun Skywalker beat Dragon D with the Ashala.
Dia showed a lot of offense at the start of that match. Shun was fighting as an underdog of sort at the very start because Dia just overwhelmed him, which is surprising to see because Shun is 2 heads taller than Dia.
Yeah, usually Shun's the one being a tool, jumping people before they get in the ring, but it was Dia this time.
This match really showed that Dia, he's got the sizzle and he's got all the fancy moves, but his strikes aren't that great. And I know he's young, but I'd rather him just never throw a punch again.
Yeah, I mean, aside from kicks, I don't see him ever striking. It's just like Dragon Kid. Dragon Kid only does kicks if he strikes at all. It's all head scissors for DK, so I'm sure Dia will follow suit.
So we know that Dia will not be in the rest of the tournament. He actually, I think he comes down with influenza.
Influenza.
Yeah, which DK had earlier in the month.
Yeah, Dragon Kid kissed his son goodnight and gave him influenza.
Damn it, Dragon Kid. Ruining Maximum and ruining Dragon Dia's chance to win the tournament.
So I wonder if that's like, because he was a little sloppy in my opinion in this match.
I mean, it was like he had like 1.5 months experience at that point.
True, but I guess it kind of exposed him going this long in a one-on-one match, because usually if he has one-on-one matches, it's those 5-minute limit.
Yeah, but for like I think it was his 5th televised match or something like that. But I still thought it was really decent showing for him.
Yeah, like, I'm not saying he was bad at all, but it is very clear that he is, for all the praise that we've given him in the previous episode, he's still very young.
Yeah, that's to be expected. It's really surprising that Shun just didn't squash him away.
Match B of the rookie ranking tournament, first round, saw Heiyo Watanabe lose to Yoshioka after Yoshioka hit the frog splash.
That was by far the best rookie tournament match on the first day.
What do you think of everyone has new music? So Heiyo and Yoshioka finally have, themes, and Heiyo is now a snow leopard.
Snow leopard?
Yeah.
Now he's a Black Panther now. He's all kind of big cat.
He's a special leopard according to BlodN.
A special leopard.
He also has the best and most exciting moveset out of any rookie, and he was throwing out some like wild power moves. He did like an air raid crash in this match. Like, he's just the most exciting one to watch, and it hurts that he keeps losing all the time.
Well, if you watch him like 10 months earlier, he was just too sloppy for him to get any kind of traction. So
now he can hit the split leg moonsault without killing himself.
He's gonna fuck it up.
No,
one day, and
stop!
I'm all here for it.
Stop putting that bad juju on Heiyo. He is not going to Ishimori it.
He's absolutely gonna Ishimori it one day.
He's gonna become the Brave Gate champion, and it's gonna be magical for me.
He's gonna win the Brave Gate champion with a fucked up split leg moonsault. Anyway, back to the match. I like the match. It showed that Watanabe had what it takes to get a little more attention, and Yuki's such a solid guy. I don't know how do you describe Yuki?
He's just like kind of an all arounder because he can
the Susumu of his class.
Yeah, I don't.
I think he's got more personality than Susumu.
Susumu has a lot of
handsome.
Susumu has a lot of personality thow.
He has a strong jawline.
He has a great fish face.
I'm just kind of waiting for Heiyo to get his match in the sun, because I feel like Yuki had it at Gate of Destiny in the Triangle Gate match. Ashida's had it in that same Triangle Gate match, plus the cup later on, and Shun had the Willie Mac / the Twin Gate challenge. So when does Heiyo get to be a big boy?
I thought it was gonna be the one where he stepped in and he did the veterans versus rookies like 3-way tag match.
Yeah, I thought so too.
He didn't really find his spot to shine in that match. Like, he was okay, but he didn't really go above and beyond in the way that all these rookies have done in matches prior.
He needs to have like a singles match on Korakuen. No one expects to be great, but everyone is blown away by it afterwards. So like a singles match with Mochizuki, for example.
So like the UT versus Yoshida match coming up should be Yuki should be Heiyo versus Yoshida.
No, because Yoshida would squash him in 2 seconds.
Well, maybe that's the swerve.
That's the swerve. Yo is squashing Yoshida in 2 seconds.
Post-match, Yoshioka and Skywalker had a confrontation after their semi-final pairing was set. Yoshioka was going to finally beat him and establish himself as a top Mochizuki Dojo student. Then he would go on to win the whole tournament on the 16th. His goals resonated with Skywalker. Shun said saw the same results for himself. He was looking forward to the match tomorrow. Yoshioka was going to make all the recent accomplishments Skywalker had made for naught, and hoped to bring his best. They ended things amicably with a handshake.
Sportsmanship.
I love sportsmanship so much.
All the Mochizuki Dojo kids are well-behaved good boys. The rest of these rookies are just heathens, as you'll see later.
I mean, if they talk up much, he's gonna probably kick the shit out of them.
And not give them any noodles.
He's not sure in that yakisoba regardless. Rounding out the first round of the rookie ranking tournament, match C, was UT submitting Kota Minoura with the B and Yabe.
Kota isn't grabbing me, like many others. I feel like something is missing.
He's got the fire, but he doesn't really do anything with it besides get angry.
He has some nice suplexes, but I don't know. He just doesn't grab me.
He needs a finisher, in my opinion.
I mean, Hyo doesn't have a finish, at least not one we know of.
I thought it was a split leg, but apparently not.
Yeah, we are not sure. It's the split leg, the air right crash. Can't be anything.
The thing about having a finisher is you have to be winning matches so people can see it. So
well, he can start beating. He can start beating Mondai and Stalker.
But Kota has a finish. The roll up. I don't know the name.
That's not no, but he needs like an impactful finisher. That's not a chicken shit roll up.
Don't disrespect flashpins, okay?
Okay,
don't even play that game. I don't know. The match was like Kota had get some suplexes in. UT trapped him in Bianjabe and immediately tapped him out. So it wasn't a good showing for UT. And I don't know, Kota isn't grabbing me, so.
Unlike last match, things weren't so sportsmanlike when it came to UT and Ashita. UT put over Minoura for showing that what he was made of, but there was just no way he was going to beat him in this spot. As for the kick boy, tomorrow in Osaka, one of his kicks could be turned into a Yabe for the tap out. Ashita said he talked a lot of shit for someone who can only do bullshit submissions. Back in Tokyo, he said he hates how Ashita talks in provocative Kansai dialect. Will he have the balls to say that he hates Kansai dialect in front of the people of Osaka? Of course not. His words were bullshit too. UT told him that only Kansai-being word Ashita would be saying tomorrow is I give up. It all came to a head when a brawl broke out between the two, spilling to the outside and to the back.
Man, UT really talks a lot of shit for not winning anything.
He's gotta have something.
His big mouth?
He's just like the super senior who's trying real hard to find out where he belongs, and he's just kind of a dick. And he's, out of all the rookies right now, he's the one who I'd want to make the turn if any room filled up in red. I think he's got the sort of natural assholeness in himself, more than even Shun at this point.
Wait, UT?
Oh yeah, dude's.
I feel Ishida has way more assholeness written all over him than UT.
Ishida's hot right now. He's out here suplexing everyone, like winning the hearts of the ladies and me.
Ishida already has black and red gear though.
UT just can grab one of his old millennials tights, so it's fine.
UT and Eita back together.
Yeah, that's the key. Is that he has to reform as many millennials as he can.
I mean, if we would get a UT, Daga, and Eita Triangle Gate team, I would be down for that. That sounds like a tasty team. Submission boys, yeah. Team Jabe.
Other important things that happened in the show were Mysterioso making his return to Dragon Gate.
Is that really important? I mean, he's kind of...
kind of shit.
He's gone now, but he came out with chainmail and he was a good Scott Steiner impersonator for his entrance, I guess.
Yeah, let's forget about Mysterioso.
Eita crushed Susumu in just over 3 minutes with a super kick that is now dubbed the Imperial Uno, and afterwards he smashed the box that cost him his hair, saying he didn't need it anymore.
Eita is gonna super kick every single roster member.
He's gonna win.
It's gonna be glorious. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. Watching him squash everyone.
Yamato and Kai defeated Pac and Yasushi Kanda after Kai hit Kanda with a medial impact. After their victory, Yamato talked about the recent woes in Tribe Vanguard. Maria and Hulk are hurt. Flamita went home to Mexico. Right now, they only have 3 members. There isn't much they can do in their current state. To start the 20th anniversary of Dragon Gate in such a state is troubling. Is there anyone out there willing to lend a hand to these lost lambs? God, he sounds like such a bitch.
You didn't like this Dora the Explorer spot?
Yeah, he sounds like, for Kai though, all this for Kai. Like, it was funny when Big R prostrated himself in front of Doi during Kobe to set up the turn, but this is just ridiculous. The crowd began to chant for Kai. Yamato also appealed to him. Kai quickly agreed to assist them. Kai had previously said he was hoping to make a bigger impact in Dragon Gate this year, so he was happy to have some friends. Kai and Yamato as a team feels a bit nostalgic, referring to Kai and his previous team with Hiroshi Yamato. He admitted that one of the reasons for joining was so he could be on the same team as Maria. She pulled a lot of her usual stunts on him back when he first started, and being on the same side means he doesn't have to deal with that. Yamato told him that's not necessarily the case, but he would advise Maria on the matter. He hadn't really planned on asking Kai to join the group, just to help them out. He figured the answer would be yes, so he prepared a thankful gift. He presented Kai with a full set of his almighty curry, pasta sauce, and beef stew. With Kai now in the fold, and Hulk working towards his comeback, Tribe Vanguard was going to keep going full speed in 2019.
You know, Kai getting the curry really devalues the Triangle Gate tournament later this month.
They're being real frivolous with this curry.
Yeah.
They got beef, not curry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they got like 100 slabs of beef or something like that.
But I know something from Yamato.
I really want, like, if I ever go to if I ever go to Japan, I'm gonna try to bring back some Yamato food.
That's the right attitude. Everyone needs to taste the deliciousness of Yamato.
You know, I'm pretty ready for Tribe Vanguard to die. They've kind of fallen into a sad state of affairs, and they've been going for real long. Just put them out of their misery. Let Yamato move on to something better.
Let's be honest, they've always been in a sad state. Tribe has never been really.
They're making a comeback. Kai and Yamato are going to be Twin Gate champions. It's going to be great.
If Kagetora is not the Dream Gate champion, what's the point of your stable? You know?
Like, Yamato and Kagetora would be amazing, but it would just be repeating the same thing he did with BB. Like, they've sort of put a cap on what Tribe Vanguard is going to do.
Just, how about we do a Triangle Gate Tribe team of Yamato, Kai, and Yuti? Not Kai, Kagetora.
See?
Not Kai.
You're subconsciously praising Kai because you know he's good.
Sure.
In the main event, the maximum team of Masato Yoshino, Naruki Doi, and Dragon Kid lost to the Natural Vibes team of KZ, Genki Horiguchi, and Brother Yashi, with KZ pinning the former Dreamgate champion after a nasty seated running elbow smash.
Who's the first guy to fall in the main event in Dragon Gates 2019?
Masato Yoshino.
Yeah, I just want you to know, Yoshino eat the pin first.
Yeah.
So put that one in the scoreboard.
It's point 1 for the Doyists. Just want to make that clear.
Natural Vibes came together last May here in Kyoto, even though they are no longer Triangle Gate champions. KZ feels they have made their mark as a unit. He was the winner of the last match of 2018, and now again here he is the first main event of 2019. A win over former Dreamgate champion Masato Yoshino that came not from a flash pin, but from the point of his elbow. He sees a vision for this year, and he plans on making it a reality. He's going to become the face of this place, speaking as the leader of Natural Vibes and for himself, the fans here in Kyoto, and the fans watching on Dragon Gate Network. They should expect big things from KZ in 2019. The scenery is changing here in Dragon Gate, and he's going to show us.
Please, KZ, lead the way for glorious Dragon Gate in 2019.
The entire theme of this show was like the next generation. We saw it in almost every match. It was pretty nice, a pretty good, like, refreshing way to look at the new year, to see all this hot new talent going in and making a name for themselves.
In the first rookie ranking tournament semifinal, Shun Skywalker defeated Yuki Yoshioka with the flash pin.
The crowd was molten for this match.
They should be.
When they exchanged the flash pins at the end, like they were legitimately believing that Yuki was gonna beat Shun. And a part of me really wanted him to be.
Yeah, I have to agree. I thought Yuki was winning this match just because I think it would have been better for the story of Skywalker loses to Yuki. He's no longer top of the crop like he thinks he is.
Yeah, I mean, with the match announced for the next Korakuen, it makes sense why they want to let Yuki take the fall here. But it's a curious what if Yuki would have beat Shun here.
I think it's interesting that they did it with a flash pin instead of the moonsault. I think that was to protect Yuki.
Yeah, that's probably the case.
This tournament didn't really pull apart Mochi Dojo as much as I thought it would be. I thought it would be a lot more contention between the boys after they finally started being able to beat the shit out of each other. But it was a good just like test to see who's worth who, and the sort of rankings that came out of that was completely advantageous to the entire group. You think that these matches, after the tournaments happened and you saw it coming, do you think this sort of reinvigorated the Mochi boys and allows them to move forward with sort of proof that they can be handled in tougher situations, so that they get more singles matches and it's not just Shun Skywalker getting the good singles matches?
I mean, we really have to see, because right now it's only Shun Skywalker gets them.
Yeah, he's still getting all the good continuing. Like the proof was right here that they could carry their own, and they're not giving it to anyone else but Shun.
I do have a question, boss, about the point you made a few minutes ago. Would you like to be turmoil in Mochi Dojo, or do you like it more the way it is now?
I think if they were constantly clawing at each other to try to be the one to impress their big grandpa, I think that'd be a nice dynamic for the team. Something to separate them as not a real unit, as they like to say.
I think for most of them, a unit's going to have to die and make a new one, and a new one has to form for them to have a place. Because when you look at where once they leave Mochizuki Dojo, which I assume they want to leave as fast as possible, just because it labels them a rookie until they leave, essentially. There's just not really spaces for them. Like, yeah, Yuki can go to Natural Vibes. Shun could maybe go to Red, because he's a tool. But Heyo...
I mean, Shun has gotten invites from Maximum.
True. But Ashita wouldn't... that was before he started pissing off Ashita.
Ishida's pissed off at everyone.
He's not pissed off at Heyo. He hasn't done anything to him yet.
He's gonna kick this shit. He's gonna kick the shit out of Hyo at some point.
But like, Heyo doesn't fit in anywhere. Minoru's gonna be in Mochizuki Dojo for a while.
What if like after Kobe, they just drop the Mochi Dojo name and just form a real unit?
No, I don't want Over Generation 2.
This is already Over Generation 2.
No, this is much better.
Yeah,
Over Generation
it is
better in every way.
Over Generation successful. It's like Shin M2K successful Over Generation.
Don't mention Shin M2K. Wasn't good.
Shun asserted himself as the top-ranked member of Mochizuki Dojo. Still, Yoshioka is his peer, his rival, and his comrade in Mochizuki Dojo. He will carry his spirit with him into the finals on Wednesday.
Comrade.
Shun's new gimmick is that he's a communist.
Mochizuki, compound. The Soviet Socialist Republic of Kyoto.
Mochi.
I just imagine Mochizuki with the Stalin mustache.
The Soviet Mochizuki Dojo is all I want. Like them being infiltrating other units.
It's like it's like the Florida Brothers, but it's the Communist Brothers.
Hyo Watanabe is like a Siberian tiger.
Yes! I love it.
Hyo would look really good with these kind of hats they always wear.
I know what I'm doing in Photoshop after this. For the second rookie ranking tournament semifinal, Ishida beat UT with his signature Tiger Suplex.
Is it safe to call this one the match of the tournament?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Match of the month. Match of the year.
Match of the year so far. This match is like a textbook example of like working limbs and selling limbs.
I love that UT mentioned before that Ishida only knows kicks aside from the Tiger Suplex. And to be fair, that is true to a certain extent. And I love that UT just immediately targeted the leg of Ishida. And Ishida was really, he didn't know what to do because UT was right. He only knows kicks. So it was really great to see him just fight through it and just kick through the pain and destroy UT with that beautiful, beautiful Tiger Suplex.
Do you think this hurts UT after he tried so hard to stand out above the rookies and him being the most tenured person in this tournament? Coming out not even to the...
Yeah, it hurts UT.
I think it would have hurt him as much if he had gotten third instead of fourth.
Yeah, that's true. But I think if this would have been the final, like if you switch UT versus Yuki at that show and Shun versus Ishida, and Ishida would have beat Shun, and then the final would be UT versus Kaito. I think that would have been the better way to do it.
But you can't set up the match that they do.
I don't care. Kaito all the way.
I still don't totally understand why that match is happening, but we'll get there when it comes up.
But hey, Leon, you got exactly what you asked for last episode. UT, he did more than the Binyave and the octopus stretch. He did a bunch of leg-based submissions.
I like that. I really hope he goes back to the more Jave-based offense he showed in the Millennials. I'm really missing that from him.
Ashida claimed that the win today firmly put him ahead of UT. As for Shun, he's been talking a lot about effort and opportunity, but hasn't actually accomplished anything. The unit battlefield is the core of Dragon Gate. Ashida went through great pains to get into Maximum. I mean, really, he just kind of begged like a dog with Dragon Kid.
It was great pains for me.
He wasn't going to lose to someone who wasn't even in a unit. He may not be in a unit, but Shun Skywalker is aiming for the top of Dragon Gate, and losing to Ishida in the finals wasn't a part of that plan.
Did they brawl afterwards?
I don't think so. I think that was weird that they didn't.
That was the first Ishida confrontation where they didn't brawl afterwards.
Where he doesn't swing on the person that he's talking to.
Ishida's ruthless.
The dog, he's got all that like angry doi in him. That like I'll swing on anyone who looked at me sideways.
Ishida is the new incarnation of doism.
He is a son, truly.
I hope that doesn't mean he's just gonna never win anything, like he, did.
Doi won our hearts, that's all he needs to win. Other notable things that happened during the show, Ada squashed Ryo Saito in under 2 minutes with his Imperial Uno.
I feel this was even more impressive than the squash against Susumu.
That was a good match.
It was really good. Like, Sario tried and Ada just kicked him in the face.
The semi-main event saw KZ and Susumu Yokosuka defeat Naruki Doi and Dragon Kid when KZ hit Doi with a running elbow smash.
Look at good guy Doi putting over...
Yeah, another point for Doism, putting over young talent.
Blood Doi.
I can hear blood
He's not even
seething.
here to defend himself. He's gonna hear this in a week and punch his screen.
You thought the light was bad? No. Even without the Triangle Gate, KZ and Natural Vibes were going to be unstoppable in 2019. Wins over Yoshino and Doi. Wins over Yoshino and Doi on back-to-back days was proof of this. KZ time was just beginning. Kid wondered what was going on with Doi and Yoshino. This year was the Dragon Gate 20th anniversary. Why was Yoshino so nonchalant about losing yesterday? Probably because he's a Yoshinoist. Yoshino, Doi, and Jason have all lost over the last few days. Maybe they're still recovering from the holidays. He's not mad at them. He doesn't want to talk down to them. He knows that they are great wrestlers and that Maximum is the best unit. But as their leader, he wants them to say something. Ashita confirmed DK was not the leader. They joined as regular members. As for recovering from the holidays, Kid himself suffered a bout of influenza during the break. Even though he recovered from before the show, he shouldn't be calling out others like this, since they supported him. DK conceded that Ashita was right. He should choose his words more carefully next time. Lesson learned. Maximum will only grow stronger in 2019.
Why is DK such a dick?
He is the Hogan of Dragon Gate, not in the negative way, but as in, he just does douchebag things, and people still cheer him.
He has cool masks and does flips. That's why they
Just
cheer.
like Hulk Hogan.
Have you seen the Mr. America mask?
Brother, you're going to take the America Rana.
America Rana.
The Hulk Rana.
This is an interesting
Gonna hit you with the good old Bible.
I hate Mr. America so much. Jeez.
Why?
That was dumb.
What if Dragon Kid turns on Maximum and brings in the Florida Brothers
Yes.
as his new stable?
You gotta think something like that is coming from this, right? Like, this is an interesting place for Maximum to go. Like, what do you think this losing streak and DK kind of poking and prodding them is going to lead to?
The cage match at Dead or Alive. It's the only. It's time for them to build up feuds for that.
But
and
they don't
since
have
no feuds,
they don't have enough people.
why not?
With also Big Ben.
I guess
Big Ben?
If you that's
Eita?
only 5. But Ada's not
Eita?
going to be in the cage.
Huh?
What do they have left to shave on Ada?
His mustache.
No, not the mustache, dude.
He also grows his hair back already.
I hope he keeps it short though.
I feel he's gonna keep growing it so that he's something to wager at the cage match. But the cage match of Doyoshi Kid versus Big Ben and Aether does sound. It's like every story from 2018 comes back and culminates in the cage match again.
I
You
can
think
see that.
after that, Maximum's okay? Like, they just get that out of their system and they're back to being a good team?
I mean, Kid and Yoshino are not gonna turn heel, and I don't see Doi turning anytime soon either.
So
But
here's what
I
I want
also
to
don't
happen.
see anyone from Red turning.
If Maximum ever dissolves and somehow, by the grace of God, that Tribe Vanguard is still around, I want Doi to join Tribe Vanguard and reform Yamadoi.
That's a lot of handsome, angry men if Yamadoi goes to Tribe Vanguard. That's gonna have to be a heel unit.
I don't know.
No, have
I
there
really
been
don't.
Yamadoi's faces?
I would rather Tribe Vanguard die than Doi joining.
Wow,
Me
you're
too.
gonna put that level of negativity on our Lord and Savior Doi? The main event saw Yamato, Kagatora, and Kai beat Pac, Big R Shimizu, and Benkei when Yamato hit the Galleria on Benkei after Big R accidentally hit him again.
Chuck, your opinion?
I don't like it. Not at all.
Fair enough.
The Big Ben Discord.
They're best friends.
No, Ben's best friend is
Protein powder.
Steroids.
And, like, goth girls with 2 different colored eye contacts.
Bro, that's my best friend. What the fuck are you talking about?
Who's Big R's best friend?
Food.
No one.
Of camera. Because all Big R pictures look good.
Big R does not need friends. He has all the women in the world.
Damn right.
Yeah, Big R's too much of, like, a little thought to worry about his homies.
Yeah, but I feel like Big Ben are not gonna break up.
I hope not.
Even if
You see them getting through this, like, rough patch in their relationship?
it's about working out, okay? That maybe they need to visit couple therapy a couple of times, but I feel like Big Ben have a strong enough love for each other to power through these hard times.
I would pay top dollar to see a Prime Zone episode where Big Ben have to go to couples therapy with Mochizuki as the therapist.
That would be hilarious.
and Big R's just talking like he never listens to me. You know, he.
And then they scream at each other like,
No,
I have
Ben
the
K
virtual.
Ben K doesn't
talking
scream.
staff.
He just keeps that stone face. He doesn't speak. It's just Big R blathering,
speak.
and then finally Mochizuki's like, oh, "What the fuck? Here, have some yakisoba."
What is all this strife you think mean for their Twin Gate run? Do you think they're gonna like have one of these accidents during a defense and they're not gonna get too far in a rain?
I
Yeah,
hope not.
they're probably gonna lose it at Champions Gate.
But to who?
Kagetori
Good
Yamato.
question. Kai and Hiroshi Yamato.
Moving on, Yamato thanked Kai again for lending his aid to Tribe Vanguard in their time of need. There may be many fans who aren't familiar with him, so Kai introduced himself. We know you suck. Yamato...
You killed BB Hulk. We know who you are.
Yamato wasn't sure if Maria, Hulk, or Flamita would be around when DG returns to Osaka for Champions Gate in March, but Kai will give them the firepower that Tribe will need to get to the series in one piece. Since he won the match, Kai got to close out the show with a 1, 2, 3, thank you.
Why does Yamato say Kai won the match? Yamato pinned Benkei.
I don't know.
Kai gave him moral support.
Yeah,
Kai gave him emotional power.
So out of the rookie ranking tournament so far, who do you think is the standout?
Kaito. By far.
It's hard to argue with facts. I mean, he had the best match, like an amazing match with UT, and UT is always the one he's a good partner. He pairs well with the rookies, and he kind of brings something out of them. He's
a good stopgap between being a rookie and being a big boy. So I feel like that's
it's really sad that UT is still considered a rookie,
and Benkei's not.
That's so
weird, so odd how they choose to define that.
It's like it's not based on experience level; it's based on height. No, wait, Sean is the tallest roster
member.
That's
rude.
So...
If it's based on height,
man, let the world unite.
Hio will never grow up.
On January 16th, 2019, Open the New Year Gate was held in legendary Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan, with attendance of 1615. The non-red members of the roster gathered in the ring for the opening greeting, delivered by KZ. He wished everyone a happy new year and said the company and the wrestlers have come this far thanks to the fan support. They will work hard to entertain them in 2019 and hopes they will all continue to support the shows and have a good time.
KZ getting to announce that is really big.
Is it more confirmation that my man's winning the Dream Gate?
Not directly, but it's confirmation that he's positioned as the face of the company.
Like, part of me doesn't like the super push he's getting, because it's like, I think it should have been more natural. But given all the circumstances that are happening, I get it.
Okay, I get the argument that it doesn't feel natural.
Vibes.
But thank you. But he's lost 3 times last year. Only 3 times he's taken a pin. The push has been coming the whole time. It never stopped.
They're just sort of expediting the end with certain developments with a certain meme company in America.
But I also know not just that. I think the fate of Hakata Star Lanes is a reason for it.
You think so?
Yes.
They in the tour plan they announced a new venue already.
But it's not Hakata Star Lanes.
That's true.
The opening contest for the night was Ryo Saito, Super Shiza, Hollywood Stalker Ichikara, Sashihoko Boy, and Hiroshi Yamato, my man, defeat Gamma, Kanes, Brother Yashi,
my man,
Problem Dragon, and Mysterioso, after Shiza hit a Yoshitonic on Yashi.
I love Shiza so much.
I love him too. This match was way too eventful for the opener. Like, Yashi hit a tombstone pile driver and it got kicked out of. Like the pin got broken up. Gamma had Gamma special and it didn't end the match. What's the fucking opener?
Gamma seems to be kind of stepping back a little. Like, he took a pin during the Rookie League show and stuff like that.
Yeah, Gamma has been stepping back a long time already.
My favorite part was Saito joking about the Gong Kid joining Natural Vibes since he was wearing green and yellow.
That is not age appropriate. He should not have said that.
My favorite part was Super Shiza hitting the Yoshitonic. I love that move so much.
Also, Saito slingshotted a lifeless stalker into a diving concho. I loved it.
That's a very common stalker spot.
I know, but I love it.
It's glorious.
The rookie ranking tournament third place decision match had Yuki Yoshioka besting UT with an inside cradle.
Man, fourth place hurts when you
Run your mouth.
pumped yourself up so hard. What can UT do after this? He got beat up by like 4 kids.
It hurts. It like
He's a kid too.
I almost I was on the edge of tears watching him walk back because you could see it on UT's face that like.
Wait, you are serious?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have emotions. But like it was just, it hurt to watch him walk back. It hurt like his face. You could tell that like either he's a god at selling and like expressions, or he was legitimately sad.
Maybe both. Yeah, but the match, how did you like the match?
A little underwhelming, if I'm being honest. Like, I get it was the second match of the show, but I had high hopes for these two.
It didn't have the same fire that the Ishida and Shun one had.
Would you say it's the worst Yuki match from the tournament?
I don't know about that. I think I would.
Yeah, I would agree. I like the
Hyo
match
match
more.
was better than this, yeah.
Yeah, I think the Hyo match was also better than the Shun match.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm saying that from a completely like biased Team Snow Leopard position, but yeah, I agree.
No, because the Yuki Hyo match was more competitive than the Shun Yuki match and the UT Yuki match. Because in this match, UT clearly went for the Bianjawe really fast, and Yuki just kept fighting out of it and avoiding it. And as soon as he locked it in, Yuki just reversed it into the pin. So I don't know.
The structure was a little odd, yeah.
To be fair, Yuki is a roll-up god.
Yeah, it seems more like UT lost because Yuki got lucky than really besting him.
I think that's what did another like inside like roll-up type move is to continue to protect UT. But I don't think there's no protecting this.
Yeah.
I think once it got to once the top 4 was laid out, that's when I was like, I didn't want someone to lose, if that makes sense. Like I didn't want any of these guys to not be number 1. And that's when I knew it was going to be rough.
I thought Yuki getting 4th and UT getting 3rd was a lock. I was really surprised.
It seemed pretty safe to see UT recovering something from this tournament, but no, they totally took it away from us.
I mean, not to upset Blood, and don't get anything away from Yuki. Yuki is really great, and he really deserves to get the 3rd place. It harms UT way too much.
Honestly, I thought the pairings would be different because there was so much unresolved stuff that I just don't get. Like Yoshida has a problem with Yuki's, and they never resolve their tension, which is weird. And I thought they were going to do UT versus Skywalker 2 for the main event because the last one didn't have a finish. They thought that was going to be the finals because that match never finished.
Though I'm glad they didn't do that. I'm really glad that they gave us a fresh matchup.
They saved that match for later.
But that's an interesting point, though, is that Skywalker may be the number 1 rookie, but he couldn't beat UT. But somehow UT's the 4th?
Yeah, I guess so. That's a really interesting point if you think about that.
Backstage, UT expressed regret over finishing in 4th place in a tournament that started from his strife with Shun. That's also a good point. He started this shit and he lost.
What a loser.
It was hard to swallow, but this wasn't the end of him. 2019 had only just begun.
You know why UT lost? Because they let Kai join his unit.
It's a curse.
It's a curse, exactly.
Think about it that way, right? So, like, BB gets hurt, Flamia leaves, Maria gets hurt, UT loses the Rookie League. It's all Kai's fault.
It's all Kai's fault. Kagetora does not win the Twin Gate, also Kai's fault.
Yeah, Maximum and Tribe are not doing great right now. Both of the old, like, established units are kind of hitting a rough patch at the same time.
Well, I think that's because they've been around too long.
Maximum is only 2 years old.
But Maximum,
not even.
But how much turnover has Maximum had in that 2 years?
Essentially everyone aside from Doyoshi.
Yeah. The fourth match of the night saw Pac, Big R Shimizu, Benkei, and Kazuma Sakamoto beat Naruki Doi, Masato Yoshino, Dragon Kid, and Jason Lee, with Big R hitting a shot put slam on Lee.
This match will be lost in the shuffle, and it's a damn shame, because this match is really good.
Oh yeah, it was main event quality.
It was really good. Like, Jason's interactions with Pac at the beginning of the match. Please, if Pac is there for King of Gate, please let them have a King of Gate match. I need that.
Part of me, like, I know we mentioned, I'm probably off recording, but I thought Jason Lee was going to challenge, was going to be challenging DK for the Brave Gate. But part of me, after seeing this, was like, oh, are they going to do Pac versus Jason Lee at, like, Champions Gate?
Oh, dude, that would be so amazing.
Yeah, 2019 is definitely Jason's year. You
it
can
would
feel
be.
it
I don't
in
know
everything
about
he
that.
does.
I don't know about that. He's losing a lot.
Is it because of his position in Maximum as like the third or fourth or fifth guy?
Well, he's a lost
I wouldn't
post,
say that. I would say he's the third guy. I see Kid and Ishida below them.
That's fine, but you got to remember this is Dragon Kid.
Yeah, sure, but I don't know. I feel like Doyoshi Jason is too much of a trio. Doyoshi lift Jason above Dragon Kid.
If anything happens with this Maximum stuff that's going on right now, I hope whatever comes out of it, it puts a spotlight on Jason Lee, because now that he's here full time, like,
Spoilers.
There's literally no reason to not strap the fucking rocket on this man and let him nunchuck everybody.
How did you like the new Brave Gate that Kid introduced at the beginning of the match?
Oh boy. So, as a belt
It's
mark,
ugly.
As a belt mark, there are so many things wrong with it. Why is the strap
Run it down.
Why is the strap white? Why is it white on silver? It doesn't look good. Why is the strap bigger than, like, there's at least 2 to 3 inches of extra leather from the top of the plate to the end of the leather, from point to point. The side straps are so thick compared to the tiny little squares they have as the side plates. Why?
I get the idea why they do that, because they want the Brave Gate to be unique. It looks really ugly.
The strap also looks super cheap.
That's true.
I think I heard from, maybe it was like from one of you guys, but someone was throwing around the idea that they were trying to make the strap match the unit of the title holder.
Oh yeah, that was last recording.
Yeah, and it doesn't fit because they're ready to pop the Brave out at any given time for like the red strap or the green and yellow strap that they've got waiting for Susumu.
The yellow strap.
Genki Horiguchi, new generation.
I think that would actually work. Like, I can imagine a yellow strap for Natural Vibes, a green camo strap for Tribe.
A camo strap would look amazing.
You sure about that?
I'm positive.
Yes, I agree.
I'm not a big camo guy, but I think that would look super cool with like Kagetora wearing a camo title belt.
No, Kagetora needs the Dream Gate. He's above the Brave Gate.
Listen, let's be real.
Hashtag give Kagetora a chance.
He just needs one. Every single time he gets the chance, he does that amazing thing like he did at Final Gate. So, like, what's the holdup? Let Kagetora challenge KZ 2019.
So
you heard it here first.
So during the match, Big Ben kind of collided with each other, and there was a stare down that I did not appreciate. I did not like the way those two were looking at each other.
It's gonna be dead or alive, boy. And Big R is gonna be shaven.
No, they're not gonna take. They're not. No.
Not the big army,
No.
the bald army.
Hey.
I definitely see him losing his Goldilocks.
Yeah,
He's-
absolutely. He's the
honestly-
prime guy to lose this hair.
Honestly, he needs to, because, like, the longer his hair gets, the more ridiculous it gets. And, like, right now, he's got this blonde Elvis look that I'm not a fan
doing
He
of.
had
the
a
same
mullet
thing.
at Korakuen.
He's growing it out, just like Eito was growing his out.
But I liked when he first joined, and that, like, it was just that smooth back, like, real greaseball look. I don't like
when it had the slick back, it looked really good. But also, I think I would like it if he just frosted his tips. Like, bring it back.
That's what... Didn't he have that right after he joined? Is that, like, he wasn't completely blonde, it was just, like, dyed in bits?
A little bit, yeah. It looked splotchy, which was perfect.
If he shaves it though, I think Big R can wear the bald.
I don't
He
want to
was-
see it. Listen, I have a rule, and I follow this rule myself, that if I ever go bald, if I ever go bald, I can't be fat anymore. And that's a rule, because you look like a thumb. And I think Big R should also follow that rule.
Okay, here's the thing. Big R cannot look like a thumb because his paper-thin mustache is still there.
It doesn't help.
You
I don't
make
want
it
to see.
worse.
I don't want to see the mustache without the hair.
I need to see that.
You might just get good at Photoshop and pretend.
No, it's gonna happen.
After Ada destroyed the Brave Gate title belt back at Final Gate, Brave Kid had it sent for repair. He unveiled the newly restored belt, complete with white strap. He hopes the color change will also bring about a change in feeling towards the title. He was looking forward to wearing it for many more exciting title defenses. Well, Dragon Kid, I think what would change the feeling towards the title is if you defended it.
Actually had matches for it.
If it was
I
vacated.
mean, come on. He had the last match was at
It's been 4
Gate of
months.
Destiny.
It was Bandito,
no.
right? Like in November?
Wait, it has been. Shit, is that? Yeah, in November. And then the second defense would have been at Final Gate, but the hair versus mask match was in the way.
Well, was that a defense or not? That was something I never...
No, it wasn't.
No, they never put the belt on the line.
I mean, it makes sense why they didn't, because if Jankit wagers his mask, why would he wager the belt too? Like,
I don't know,
Eita
maybe
only
because
wagers the
he's
hair.
supposed to be the good guy who's fighting for justice, and he's willing to risk it all to beat the bad guy? I don't know.
DK's kind of a dick. I don't think he's ready to risk it all.
He's like... The more we talk about, like, how big of a tool DK is, like, it just reminds me that, like, when was the last time we saw him with Dia?
their debut
His
match.
debut match? Why
He
isn't
left
he...
his son to sink or swim.
Why isn't he with his son? Like, his son gets his ass whooped at the
Because he's the leader of Maximum.
It makes sense why Doi beat the shit out of him in that match now.
It does.
It really makes
why
sense
DK
in
does that.
retrospective.
That long-term booking. During the match, Shimizu accidentally hit Ben on 2 occasions, which caused some tension between the two. Even though his mistakes didn't cost Red the match like it did in Osaka, his partners left him to celebrate by himself, which I call bullshit on, because he still won. Kid was quick to point out the uneasiness in Red, but then proceeded to put Maximum on blast for being winless in 2019.
Dragon Kid, more like Dragon Dick.
Wow, got him. Fuck.
In the podcast there, shit. Yoshino, the former Dreamgate champion himself, lost on the opening day. Wins and losses are a part of wrestling, so just once isn't a big deal. But then on Sunday, Doi Doi and Jason both lost. Now again today. What is going on with everyone? He's not mad at anyone, but because he loves Maximum so much, he feels that it is his responsibility as the leader to say something. Doi, Yoshino, and Jason quickly left ringside, while Kid backtracked from the comment. He was just hoping to engage in some back and forth. He understands his mistake. Ashita wasn't here to warn him like the other day, and he got carried away. He asked the editing team to cut this entire segment from the tape, and for everyone live to forget it ever happened. It happens a lot in our podcast. In the Rookie Ranking Tournament Finals, Shun Skywalker defeated Kaito Ishida with a Skywalker moonsault.
The wrong decision. It's kind of sad.
Yeah. The Kick Boy should have won.
But the match was still pretty good.
Yeah, that's true. It really felt like a Dragon Gate main event style match.
They're
Like
really
with the spots like the suicide dive getting caught in the Ashla and the super German suplex from Ishida.
yeah. It
Like
feels like
big
they're
moves.
like training Shun to do this style because I think they're gonna inject him pretty highly into the main event scene. At least I hope they do.
I don't think for at least 2 more years that they
Oh, you don't
let
think
Shun main event.
this super Shun like push isn't gonna lead to anything?
I think it's like
Not main event, not the main event scene.
Shun is going to be one of their aces in the next couple years, regardless. Like, there's no way he's not.
No, that's true, but I don't see it in the near future.
Okay, give it a little more
Well,
time. I feel you.
Yeah, like 2 to 3 years.
How do you feel about the Tiger suplex kickout? Is that the first one we've had, or the first one we've seen?
I think so. I think that's when I knew
don't
he
think
was
so.
he was losing.
Yeah, as soon as
I
he
don't
kicked
think
out of
so.
the Tiger, I thought, "There's no way, it's over." Like Shun's
I
got
had
this.
that. I had that about Dragon Gate big matches.
That you can absolutely like see it written on the
Tell.
wall what's gonna happen. Like
Yeah,
2 minutes.
I had the same problem in the Yoshino Benkei match. Once Yoshino kicked out of the Benkei bomb, I knew Benkei is not gonna win this. And it's the same problem happened here. Once Shun kicked out of the Tiger, I know Ishida's not gonna win it.
Oh.
Same goes for the time limit draw. As soon as Shun rolled out of the Bianjave, I know UT's not gonna win.
Also, I noticed that there's a lot of contrast between Shun and Ishida, because I think Ishida's the first time he's worn that red and black attire.
He had like when Over Generation disbanded,
Mm-hmm.
he used the same colors. Like it's probably like his favorite color combination or something like that.
Yeah, but Ishida was black and red, and Shun was white and blue. So that was a nice, attention to detail.
I don't think I think the only thing that can be said is they keep piling all this on Shun, and it's got to be for some reason. I mean, he has good matches. He has a lot of fire, and he's got the charisma to be this big guy that they want him to be, but what does it serve only letting one rookie be the star when there's so many good and diverse talent that they have right now?
Wait, I have to step in. Ishida did gain a lot from this tournament.
Yeah, he did.
Absolutely. He gained way more than Shun.
I think things outside of this tournament have made Ishida what he is.
I feel like the UT match and the Shun match were like eye-openers for everyone involved.
Like, with the hindsight of the next shows that we're going to get to and see the things that happened, I guess maybe this rookie tournament was the impetus for this massive like Kaito Ishida surge, but even before that he was tearing it up last winter. Like it feels a little top heavy in the rookie scene right now that Shun above and beyond is getting all this. Ishida has a little bit of recognition, but everyone else just sort of lives in their shadow right now.
I mean, yeah, that does kind of suck, but that's just the way it is.
Shun offered Ishida a handshake after the match, but he kicked it away. Shun went into the tournament convinced that he absolutely had to win, for his own sake and for the future of Dragon Gate. He's happy to know this tournament is comprised of him and his peers, has drawn so much attention. He wasn't satisfied, though. They have another peer out there, someone who has blown so far past him that he's even considered a rookie. He has to beat that peer. He called out Benkei. They've been playing catch-up to him this whole time. No more. He wanted him one-on-one next month in Korakuen Hall. Ben gave no response, since he doesn't talk. Shun gave him two options. If he accepted his challenge, he could simply stay quiet and walk away. If he was refusing, he wanted him to take the microphone and say no. Ben took the microphone, but quickly dropped it without saying a word. The match was set for the February Korakuen. Backstage, Ishida admitted that he had never expected to lose, and second place was just the first loser. He tried to remain upbeat. This tournament proved valuable in many ways, and he will use this experience to get him back on track.
What if they changed Maximum's theme from first finger to first loser?
I mean, that's what it feels like.
That's pretty good, actually. Fast to loser.
Sportsmanship from Shun, but Ishida just disrespects him.
I like these lower, or not even lower card, but these singles matches that a lot of people are getting right now.
I feel like we've got a lot of singles matches recently.
Yeah,
So
it's
is
breaking
Ben
up
gonna
the multi-man. Oh, Ben K's absolutely gonna win.
Oh,
He
yeah.
should.
He's absolutely gonna lose.
No.
For
You know the reason why.
Big R.
Yes.
No.
Big R is gonna hold Shun, and Shun's gonna dodge, and Ben's gonna hit Big R, and the confusion will open up the opportunity for Shun to roll up Ben K and
challenge for the Twin Gate with Mochizuki?
With Yuki.
Yuki. Okay, that's interesting.
Counter argument. Ben K squashes the fuck out of Shun, and it just destroys Shun, and he's like, "Well, I'm not as good as Ben K. Maybe I'm not the best rookie." And then we go from there.
Humble pie.
Yeah, because
then he retires.
Someone needs to clip his wings, and Ben K seems perfect.
Breaks his back like Bane did to Batman.
No, I think Shun should win this to further the story between Ben and Big.
Our semi-main event was KZ, Susumu Yokosuka, and Genki Horiguchi defeating Yamato, Kagatora, and Kai after KZ landed KZ time on Yamato.
What time is it?
A little past 9.
Oh, thank you.
Fellas, it's KZ time.
I was making a Tozawa reference.
This win definitely means more to me than either of Speed Muscle getting pinned.
Good guy, Doi.
I'm not sure I like him beating Yamato this early.
Yeah, I'm also a little torn. Like, the Yamato win was the big win missing for KZ. If you think about King of Gate last year, Yamato just had to put KZ out with the Ragnarok.
God, that match was so good.
15 seconds before the time limit expired.
You know,
I don't know.
I got some bad news though.
Tell me.
When Kai walked out, he had Tribe Vanguard in his nameplate.
That's a bad sign.
To the highway.
Yeah.
But how can you like Tribe?
But Kai actually, he fits in well as their power guy in this match.
I actually agree.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it. I was hoping one of you would do it. Kai, he has a spot on the team, and I'm accepting it.
Like,
yeah. If anyone can drag something out of Kai, it's Kagatora and Yamato. Let's be honest.
Yeah, and he had some good exchanges like during the semis and openers for the tournament. Those shows, him and Big R just like running into each other, hitting each other hard. I'm all for that.
Him and every power guy. Like him and Yoshida had some great exchanges at the Kobe shows.
He has a slot.
He clearly is best when he can just run into people.
The old Shingo thing.
I was about to say
Shingo with the big lariat.
He's just a dollar store Shingo.
Do you think if BB Hulk wouldn't have had that unfortunate accident that we don't know what happened, do you think KZ would have pinned him too over this week? Or they would have found a way to have him pin BB Hulk?
I think he would have pinned BB Hulk in this match.
Yeah.
And then Yamato and KZ would have a singles match in the Korakuen at February.
That timeline sounds way spicier than what we've got. Holy shit.
Well, thanks
I need
Kai
Yamato
for killing
and KZ so much.
It's okay. The whole the KZ situation, all that. It's not just Kai's fault, unfortunately. Like,
it's Yoshino's fault too. You're right.
It's just there's a bunch of things that just happened outside of Dragon Gate that just is kind of fucked it up.
Like that kid that threw the dart that hit Kai. It's his fault.
Wait. Important question. Who got that kid out of the crowd?
I'd have to check the tape.
It's their fault. With the win over Yamato, KZ now has wins over all the active current generation leaders. Last year, he got as far as challenging for the Dream Gate, but it wasn't enough. In the year that has passed since he has made his presence felt, and he is now confident enough to challenge again, Mr. Pac, and keep in mind, he says this all in perfect English. Mr. Pac, please come to the ring right now. Pac came out.
One brother.
KZ told him that he wants to fight him and challenge him. He will be the next Dream Gate challenger. Pac was surprised by the guy he knew as MCKZ. Does he have any idea who he is? His name is Pac, and he is a very dangerous man. Challenge accepted. KZ was looking forward to proving that he was very fit. He was very different from the MCKZ that Pac remembers. He asked GM Yagi to set the date. Yagi set the match for February 10th in Hakata Star Lanes for 2 reasons. First, Fukuoka was deprived of a Dream Gate title match at Final Gate since Pac refused to defend. Second, Hakata Star Lanes would be closing for renovation, sad face, at the end of March, making this the final Dragon Gate show to be held in the famous building. He wants to make sure the last match is one that fits the occasion. He hopes the two can deliver. So, now we know Hakata is not just shutting down for renovations, it's shutting down forever. They couldn't find the budget to renovate it, so they're just shutting it down completely.
That's a sad day.
It is.
Does this add to the need for KZ to win? Do you think that
Yes.
that factors enough into
No.
the booking?
100% yes. I think that
No.
I think that with all the with all the situations that's happening, and the fact that this is going to be the last Hakata shows coming up, and they have the chance to have Mr. Hakata Star Lanes KZ win the Dream Gate title.
Imagine blood running in.
Blood comes out from the curtain. But they have the chance to have Mr. Hakata Star Lanes KZ win the Dream Gate in the final show in the building ever. I think it's too good of an opportunity to pass up, knowing with all the outside stuff. Like, I don't see him losing, especially.
I don't know. I think it's 50-50.
I'm pretty nervous, actually. Like, I'm putting on this confidence that KZ's gonna absolutely win, but I'm not completely convinced, like, in my heart,
Yeah,
that
I'm
he's
the
going.
same. I feel you, boss. I want him to win so bad.
Exactly. Like, I
just-
need it, but I don't know if they're gonna give it to us. I don't know if Yoshino's gonna cook these fucking books for his friend Pac.
KZ was promising to win when Doi's music interrupted. Doi, Yoshino, and Jason came to the ring. Doi took offense to KZ using his and Yoshino's name to get his title match. Yoshino was busy next month in Korakuen, but Doi didn't have anything scheduled yet. He wasn't going to sit back and let KZ get away with this. Yamato jumped in. Doi should mind his business. Yamato was planning on challenging KZ for next month. Doi can get to the back of the line. They argued back and forth. Doi said that since he lost to KZ first, he should get the first match. Good guy KZ. Good guy Doi. Man, what a trooper. KZ told them they were...
What a trooper.
KZ told them that if they were so upset at losing to him, they should be more than happy, or he would be more than happy to give them another taste. He was all about doing things loudly, though. If they both wanted a match, why not make it a 3-way? All sides agreed, so KZ versus Doi versus Yamato was set for February. At this point, it was pointed out that Yoshino was standing around with his ring gear in his hand. Why?
He's like waiting for an invitation. Like, he's sitting outside the shop, waiting, like, wanting his friends to see him and, like, wave him in.
But it turns out Yoshino doesn't have any friends. Aside from Sachiyoko Boy.
I was like, he has Sachi. He explained
Wow.
after intermission, the second match into the Dragon Gate 20th Anniversary Celebration Series, say that 10 times fast, was announced. It will be Torimon Japan versus T2P, Don Fuji, Genki Horiguchi, Susumu Yokosuka, and Ryo Saito representing the Japan side, while Yoshino, Brother Yashi, Sachi Hokaboy, and special guest Toro Uwashi will be representing T2P. If he was going to represent T2P, it shouldn't be as Masato Yoshino. Back then, he was someone entirely different. The crowd chanted Yoshino. Yes, he was going to represent T2P, but it would have to be as Yoshino, to complete with Tarzan-style ring gear. He asked Yashi what he planned to do. If Yoshino was coming back, then Brother Yasini would make his trip back from Genoa. Sachi Hokaboy was up next. After some deliberation, he decided he too would compete as someone different. Sachi Hoka Machine. number 2. Adding in Owashi makes his first appearance in a DG ring in 14 years. It would make complete with the 7th graduating Toryumon class reunion, except for one, Mr. Yagi. He was also a part of that class, but after a careful examination of his stomach, it was determined that he was absolutely in no condition to compete. But there would be no one better to officiate the match. He happily accepted and reconfirmed the match details. So, any thoughts on this being the next 20th anniversary match?
I think these are the kind of anniversary matches I wanted. I want, like, old unit resurrections. I want to hear the old themes. I want to see the old combinations more than I want to see, like, some special singles matches.
Yeah, I agree. I really hope, like, the Toryumon Japan side gets the old gear.
Yeah, I want everything to be like throwback.
Give Genki a really shitty wig. We didn't talk about the 3-way announcement.
Oh, are you guys looking forward to
that?
Seamless transition, but yeah, I'm
host extraordinaire.
Are we under the impression that it's elimination?
Usually 3-ways are elimination. It's the rule that they're elimination.
Okay.
So Casey's gonna pin both Doi and Yamato.
I don't like
Doi
that.
Getting Casey over.
I really don't like that.
I think
Why not?
Yamato's gotta beat Casey in this match to set something up after he wins the title. I think it's
But at that point they can
for
make the case for Yamato Pac versus KZ in a 3-way.
No, please not.
Let KZ have his moment for his singles match, but they need to have something afterwards, because what's the point of him finally reaching the title if he's defeated all the challengers he was going to have?
You can't have him lose right before the title match.
Yeah, I think it's not going to be elimination.
Yeah, it is. I know. It usually is elimination. Like, the only non-elimination 3-way match I can think of is the rookies versus the rookies and veterans 3-way tag last month at December.
Is this like begging for a red run-in to save the day and not let KZ take a lose?
Especially if it's the main event, isn't it?
It's the main event.
I think it might be a run-in.
I think KZ's pinning Doi, and then he's gonna pin Yamato.
Yoshino had one more bit of news. Starting February 1st, Jason Lee will officially become a full-time member of the Dragon Gate roster.
Finally.
Jason is the best outsider Dragon Gate has ever had. He's better than Park, better than Ricochet, better than Flamido, better than Bandido. He's just the way he
better than
took to the Dragon Gate style.
Better than Austin Aries?
Absolutely better than Austin. Maybe not better than Cyber Gang. That has to be seen. But he's at the top of the list for regarding Dragon Gate outsiders. He's just so smooth, so quick.
Definitely congratulations. And by the time this is out, he's already a full-time member. So this is a thanks from us to you.
Did I make it extremely clear that Team Toryumon's winning that match with no doubt in my mind?
No, you did not. Why?
Don Fuji's gonna slaughter them. If it's a throwback to Toryumon, back where Don Fuji was a god among men, if he isn't doing like the super chop spot, and if he isn't just slaughtering Yoshino, what is it all
if
for?
He's not, he needs to do the dance.
Yeah, I need.
But he also
dance,
has Toru.
I need the chop. I need all the old spots.
But there's also Toru Iwashi.
That's the thing. Toru Iwashi is a comedy wrestler now.
Plus, we can see Ryo Saito pin Yoshino, which is kind of all I want for Christmas.
I think if someone is getting pinned, it's Sachiyoko, Machine number 2.
Yeah.
Or Brother Yashi.
In the main event, Dragon Gate 20th Anniversary Commemorative Special Match Volume 1 and the Masaki Mochizuki 25th Anniversary Commemoration Special Singles Match, Shuji Kondo beat Masaki Mochizuki with a King Kong Lariat.
Disappointing.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of this match.
There really isn't much that sticks, that just stays in the mind when thinking about this match. Like, the one thing that still pops into my head when I think about this match is like this absolute brutal King Kong Lariat Kondo beat Mochizuki with. But other than that, it was a match.
It certainly
60
was.
60 minutes.
I think it got main event billing just because it was Kondo coming back after so long.
And Mochi's 25th anniversary.
Do you want to see Shuji Kondo stay forever?
No.
Become
No.
a big thick boy?
No.
And fight Kai?
No.
Yoshida's
I
right
like
there.
Shuji
Big
Kondo.
R's right there.
Yoshida is better in every
I
category.
love Shuji Kondo. I don't know what y'all are doing. Shitting on
Yeah, because you're a Wrestle 1 boy.
I feel like if you compare this match to Mochi's 20th anniversary match, which was a Dreamgate match against Yoshino, this match really looks like shit compared to that Dreamgate match.
But Kondo had a really nice jacket on.
That's true. You know, that's
why he really
put that away
won.
from Kondo.
His jacket clout was better than Mochizuki's.
Jacket Wars.
Kondo had a lot to say, maybe too much to simply convey with words. He had one thing to say to Dragon Gate, though. For someone they fired, they sure have made him a lot of offers to come back. Jokes. Over time, many things happen. The thing is, like, the jokes comment, like, the dead ass, that's what he said. People come and go. One thing in all this is a fact, Shuji Kondo got his start here, and as a product of this organization. The wayward son has come home. He hoped that the fans would welcome him back, even though they are old men now. He thanked Mochizuki for making this happen. Mochizuki reminded him that while he was fired from Dragon Gate 14 years ago, 6 months before that, it was Kondo that fired Mochizuki from Aganisu. But that was a long time ago. Kondo was young, the company itself was new. They were a lot of incompatible parts. It took 14 years to make it happen, but it finally has. He thanked Kondo for finally coming home.
And leaving and not coming back.
He might come back.
What you want? What if at this next, let's hope there is a Summer Adventure Tag League this year. What if Kondo and Yashi team up?
I can see it. I mean, Kondo's probably good as a tag guy.
Does that mean Kondo has to, like, hang out with KZ and, like, hit his hookah?
Please, let Kondo do the dance.
If Susumu doesn't do the dance, I don't think Kondo is gonna want to do the dance.
Let Kondo do the dance, that's all I'm gonna say.
The thing I really want is for Susumu, or for KZ to win the belt, and then Susumu to fucking hit that dance the next time they do it. Commit 1,000% and just fucking go all out for him.
He's always gonna make it in.
I just want KZ to be like, listen, motherfucker, if you don't dance, you ain't getting a rip. I'm not passing to you. You're not getting a hit.
Yeah, like, you're not getting a hit if you don't dance with your life depending on it, Susumu.
You see Genki, he goes hard. Punch, he goes hard. What's your excuse? So, match of the night?
The RED versus Maximum tag.
If I had to pick one that, like, set my soul on fire, I mean, the show was fun. It felt a lot like the second Korakuen in December. Maybe life-changing matches weren't there, but everything sort of kept the narrative going, and it had a lot of, like, spectacle to it. But in ring, it was a little middling. But yeah, the semi-main was the one that sort of gave me everything that I wanted, because Yamato's the best wrestler on the roster.
You're just a big Kai fan, admit it.
My match of the night is, honestly, I'm going to go with the Rookie League Finals. Just to be different. Just because I think that those guys really went out there and, hit it out of the park as much as they could. And they showed that, they may be rookies, but they can wrestle that main event style.
It's good to see the consistency that the rookies have. Like, they're not having off nights. They're consistently working at the level of people who can fill these positions, and it's just a matter of finding the story or finding the moment for them. It's not a matter of them building up to the ability.
Wrestler of the night?
Kaito Ishida.
Big Weed KZ.
Kai.
You know what? This time I would
Fair.
actually accept that.
Just kidding. Ashida.
This is the first time.
The Ashiyanikki 6-Man Cup Tag Team Tournament was a 2-day event contested over the course of 2 shows held in Kobe Samba Hall in Kyoto, Japan, with the first night drawing 540 fans and the second night drawing 624. The first match in the Ashiyanikki Cup 6-Man Tag Team Tournament, first round, saw the red team of Eita, Benkei, and Big R Shimizu defeat of Yamato, Kai, and UT after Eita hit the Imperial Uno on UT.
This was a really good match. I really liked the interactions between Eita and UT, the two Lave boys.
Plus, there was more accidental hitting between Shimizu and Benkei.
We don't talk about that.
But they still won.
The best thing about this entire tournament was Red. Like, everywhere they were, something like these amazing interactions happened. Like, you see it with Eita and KZ later on, but I think Red was fantastic this entire tournament.
There's also 2 red teams, which was weird.
Because Red is the biggest unit. Red is the only unit above 6 people.
True. They need to get more people.
UT can't catch a break.
Tribe Vanguard needs to pick up Ryo Saito. Natural Vibes needs Yuki Yoshioka.
Mochi Dojo needs Dragon Dia.
Maximum can get a.
No, Maximum needs Dragon Dia.
No.
Dragon Kid doesn't want his son. He won't take custody like a coward.
The truth comes out. Deadbeat Dragon Kid. The second match of the Ashiyanikki Cup tournament first round had the Maximum team of Masato Yoshino, Naruki Doi, and Kaito Ishida beat the Mochizuki Dojo team of Shun Skywalker, Heiyo Watanabe, and Yuki Yoshioka after Ishida landed his Tiger Suplex hold on Heiyo.
Poor blood. All his hopes of the Mochi trio winning the Triangle Gates just got destroyed.
To be fair, that's what I thought they were doing.
You thought this was a vehicle to further push the Mochi boys?
Yep. I thought they were going to have the rookies win the Triangle Gate or challenge for it.
I mean,
they would have just won like tons of curry and gotten fat.
Yeah, hey, you're right.
I mean,
Heiyo doesn't need that. He's already on the limit.
Technically, a rookie won, so I guess
True.
the greatest rookie of all. He
Heiyo
just
Watanabe?
won the match. No, OG Shiba. But
Poor OG.
Is he coming back? Is OG coming home?
No, never.
Or is he retiring?
I don't know.
Fuck.
He's a
Kotoka
brother of
Spirit's gonna
Kotoka,
die.
and thank God I hate Kotoka so much. Stupid pissant, I hate him.
Yeah.
Stop. Don't mention him. Stupid wrestler, I hate him.
Dragon Kid was left out of the Maximum celebration post-match.
The match was really good. I like the interactions between the rookies and Yuki and Kaito. And Kaito getting the win instead of Yoshino and Doi is a really good sign.
Yeah, I think it's...
Yeah, it's nice that Kaito's become like the maximum finisher.
Enforcer.
He's the one who wins their matches.
So I think it's interesting that the team is Doi, Ishida, and Yoshino instead of DK in Ishida's place.
I mean, if I would be in Maximum, I wouldn't want to team with DK either. He's a dick.
But true. But I think it's interesting. Like, Ishida gets all the pins in the tournament. Doi and Yoshino still have not pinned anybody in 2019.
Oh yeah, that's really impressive for Ishida.
I liked seeing Yoshino in this match. I thought he worked well with the young boys.
I mean, it's nice to see him, back to form instead of he looked miserably slow in the final gate twin gate match.
Yeah, Speed Muscle was a little off that night, I think. I don't know what was
Yeah,
happening.
they didn't do anything. Like, try to remember one spot aside from Kagetora pinning Yoshino.
The final match in the Ashiyanikki Cup first round ended with the Natural Vibes team of KZ, Susumu Yokosuka, and Genki Horiguchi besting the red team of Pac, Yasushi Kanda, and Takashi Yoshida when KZ hit a seated running elbow smash on Kanda.
So, can we talk about how the team of Kazma, Yoshida, and Kanda beat the same Natural Vibes trio clean?
But
And
Pac
if you
couldn't.
switch out Pac with Kazma, they lose.
Cosmo's clearly the better player.
Kazma is the main player, baby. The match, I like the match. Like, the interactions between Pac and Casey were a good tease for the Kakara Starlines match, and I'm really excited for it.
Susumu and Yoshida had a lot of fun.
They always have. They have great chemistry. Like,
Yeah.
Susumu is a surprisingly powerful wrestler. like his
Yeah,
lariats.
he can work Takashi Yoshida in the way that he needs like someone big enough to actually maneuver him. Like you can believe it when they fight.
Yeah, I really like that match. KZ getting a win. All good in the world.
KZ told Pac that he knew who he was and that he was dangerous, but he is KZ and he is crazy. That belt is going to be his. Before that, Natural Vibes were going to win this Ashiyanikki Cup tournament tomorrow. That Gu Shimizu better not try to get involved. Looks like he hit his own team again today. Maybe it'd be better if he didn't try to interfere tomorrow. The other team was Maximum. It was the same thing for them. Doyushi was just going to be a stepping stone for him. He was going to be standing here again tomorrow, giving the show-ending speech. It's been a year since he first challenged for the Dreamgate. This time, he wasn't going to lose. Pac is an opponent like no other, but that will just make his win more dramatic. He wants the world to see that drama. No matter how many times he's beaten down, he will stand back up. When he gets run down as not worthy, he will fight to show how worthy he is.
That was his entire impetus to leave Tribe Vanguard. The wanting to be respected and wanting to be seen in this light. So, yeah, I mean, that, like, motivation close to his chest still.
I think it's interesting that they didn't win.
Natural Vibes?
Yeah, I think that would have been a continuation for their push.
I mean, Genki took the pin, as always, so...
Poor Genki.
I mean, do you think they wanted to sort of move the Triangle Gate in a new direction, and if Natural Vibes were to win, don't you think that would kind of place them in a maybe they should re-challenge type situation?
I can see that, but they just pinned one of the Triangle Gate champions, so you could already make the case.
But KZ has more important things to do.
Susumu does too.
Where's Punch?
Punch is out with an ankle injury.
Where's Yashi?
Smoking weed.
Allegedly.
With Shuji Kondo?
The finals of the Ashiyanikki Cup was a three-way elimination match where the Maximum team of Masato Yoshino, Naruki Doi, and Kaito Ishida eliminated both the Natural Vibes team of KZ, Susumu Yokosuka, and Genki Horiguchi, and the Red team of Ada, Big R Shimizu, and Benkei, with Ishida scoring both eliminations for his team using a Tiger Suplex on Genki and Benkei.
Benkei took that Tiger Suplex beautifully. Like, I did not expect him to, like, flip and bump that fucking hard. It looked amazing.
Well, I mean, I don't think anyone else... So, like, Ada wasn't going to get pinned, and Big R is too big. So I think he was the only person who could take it.
I think he could have pinned Big R.
I think Big R's too heavy.
Big R did do that backflip or whatever, that somersault.
Oh,
yes. Some of the notable things that happened in this match. One, Eita and KZ seemed to hate each other. They got in their faces and they were throwing elbows, and it was amazing.
Oh yes.
Yeah, great interactions between them. Like, give me the Kobe World main event between these two. I need it injected into my veins.
Another thing, Benkei's spear doesn't look that great. He did the double spear on 2 separate occasions, and both times they aren't doing it for me. He just needs to single spear people.
Maybe people are tired of getting destroyed in those spears. Because he wrecks people when he normally hits them.
Yeah, every time he does the double, it lessens the impact so much that it doesn't even...
I think that's because he usually jumps to the side, but you can't do that when on the other side of the spear he usually jumps at is another person taking it, so...
That was the only thing that sort of tipped off to me in that match. Besides that, everything was very crisp. I really liked, obviously, Ishida running away with this and just stacking more accolades. Do you think this, the dual push of Ishida and Shun means they're gonna have to clash again sometime, on a bigger stage with a bigger stake?
I think they have to.
What bigger stake? They already have a big stake, like the rookie tournament finals.
Like a Brave Gate in the future? Do you think like a long term push for these two?
I feel Ishida lapped Shun Skywalker a bit.
Completely past him?
Not completely, but I feel like this. If he did the fact that he pinned, that he got the win every match, is
Could
Yeah, because
it?
he was pinning like big boys, like people that actually matter, not just rookies.
Yeah,
what
that's the
if
thing.
Shun pins Ben-K in a week, and then they've both got wins over
He's
him?
going to. He's going to. But he's gonna pin him with big Shimizu stupid interference. I don't know. I think I don't know. It's interesting to see how they use Ishida, given this newfound push, which I'm all for because Ishida rules.
The match was fantastic. I think I enjoyed this like one-off unique little tournament. It gave a little spice to the tour. But does it take anything away from it knowing that this tournament was for 100 boxes of curry?
Don't spoil the ending.
Does that do anything for you guys? Does that make you kind of wonder?
Yeah.
I mean, it was very clearly a bot tournament, and that's
Kai gets them for joining Tribe. Really devalues the tournament a bit.
yeah.
That
Kai,
Yamato's just made of curry.
but something I know that was big for Kobe World this year, or not this year, last year, was that if you noticed, there was more advertisements on the ring apron than there had been ever before. And it may have been like one of the lowest drawing Kobes, but it was one of the most profitable Kobes because they pimped it out essentially to advertisers. And I think this is this is the new president continuing to find ways to get that money.
I mean, it doesn't make me feel bad in like a corporate shill kind of way. It just kind of makes me laugh that these guys murdered each other for 100 boxes of curry.
Yeah, it's very funny.
Shimizu accidentally hit Ben, leading to Ishida scoring the pin. After the match, Ada accused him of doing it on purpose. Does he even know what he's doing out there? Ada saw it plain as day. It was on purpose. Shimizu insisted it wasn't. He was always super focused when he was in the ring. You know, accidents happen. Always. Why is he putting all the blame on him when there's someone far more guilty? He may have hit Ben by accident, but Ben was the one who got pinned by a totally whatever loser like Ishida. Isn't that the real problem? Ada wasn't forgiving. As far as he was concerned, they were both at fault. He lost today because of their incompetence. They need to quit playing around or there will be consequences. Ada, Yoshida, and Kanda left Ben and Shizumu in the ring and went backstage.
I love that Ada just played up the leader card. Like, he never done that before, but he just like...
This is the first time he's really like asserted himself as the leader.
Yeah, and I loved it. I loved it so much.
He's even on Twitter. He's digging into Big Ben. He's really like letting people know that he's not gonna take incompetence or idiots in his faction, even though he's got.
I love that.
Masakamoto
and Yoshida.
Eita is the best heel in professional wrestling by far. Like, no one comes even close. But yeah, I really love that promo from Eita. Just like, if you don't get your shit together, I'm gonna fucking super kick your face off.
Maximum accepted 100 boxes of beef curry from the Ashiyanikki restaurants. Doi said, who needs Yamato or Susumu curry when they can have this? The shop even has a drink named after Yoshino's Torbiano? Dragon Kid killed the mood. He brought up Yoshino and Doi losing back at the start of the tour. Also, they haven't been very successful on the house show circuit. Why are they losing so much? Today notwithstanding, he hypothesized that they were only working hard today to get that curry. Damn, baby, get that curry.
As we all are.
Dragon Kid is such an asshole. Like, no wonder Eita turned on him. But, like, in retrospective,
Eita's innocent.
Eita is the face.
How did Dragon Kid go from this, like, hero we all wanted to see defeat that dastardly mustachioed Ada into this, like, bully?
All the Maximum fans from Hokkaido down to Okinawa know it too. They only work hard when there's a prize on the line. Well, traditionally, yes. He didn't build a Maximum from scratch for them to act like this. He's embarrassed to be their leader. I gotta beat the shit out of you. Ishida asked him to stop trying to upset Yoshino. He didn't build Maximum. He isn't their leader. He's just a regular underling, and he should stop talking. More important than that, together with Doi and Yoshino, they made their mark as a trio today. There is only one place from there to go. Yoshino didn't know what he meant. What was he trying to say?
Of course Yoshino didn't know. Fucking idiot.
Duh, dummy.
Doi said this one was all due to Ishida. He picked up
Good guy, Doi.
both pins today. If he was serious about the Triangle Gate, then he saw no better place than Champion Gate in Ashiya's hometown of Osaka in March. Even though he lost his Triangle Gate challenge in Osaka back in November, the result would be very much different in March.
Is this the team that's going to save us from Red?
There is no saving.
There's no saving. How can you be saved from such great Triangle Gate champions?
I mean, they're all thick boys except for Kanda, even though he's kind of fat now.
Hey, don't disrespect Kanda like that.
All their names end in A.
I need the visual of Ishida pinning Yoshida with the Tiger Suplex.
Like, you think he can get up for that?
I don't know.
I think Kanda's the only one who can take that bump right now, I think.
Kanda is great at taking bumps.
That scares me because with Kanda's neck.
Nah, Kanda is taking worse.
He's fine.
No,
Yeah.
Cosmo's taking that bump.
Cosmo's going to take a muscular bomb at Championship Gate. It's nice to see Ishida stepping up to Dragon Kid. Do you foresee any maybe Brave Gate challenges from the inside? Maybe Ishida takes it and brings the
At Dead
title
or
back
Alive,
to
maybe?
young people. Yeah, dude.
No, wait, Dead or Alive, DK will be in the cage match.
Ostensibly, yeah, in the cage, but somewhere in the near future.
Maybe at Memorial Gate.
Because he's the only one, like, stepping up to him, telling him, like, you're kind of an asshole,
I think
Daddy.
that's more because both of them joined after Overgeneration.
Together, yeah.
Yeah.
So match of the tournament?
It's
I think
hard to not say the finals, but I think the Red and Natural Vibes prequel, is that who they had in the first round?
Mm-hmm.
The Natural Vibes first round match, I think, really stood out as a good one to me when just like thinking of them off the top of my.
I feel like every match of the tournament had like an equal.
They're all equally as good.
Yeah, thank you. They were equally good. So I don't know. I the one I enjoyed the most was Tribe versus RED because Ada hit a beautiful Hidalgo before impaling UT with Imperial Uno.
So what do you think besides the Triangle Gate? What do you think the consequences of those tournaments are going to be? Or do you think it's just a sponsored tournament they just did for money?
Yep.
It's an annual Curry tournament. Every January we can expect this.
I would like that.
Should have renamed it the Curry Cup. Just saying.
CC.
It's already the Curry Cup in my mind.
Curry
in my
Carnival.
heart. The Curry Carnival, where Kai can win.
Kai's already the winner. He's got like, so if you're friends with Yamato, do you just have like unlimited access to his curry, or?
Yeah, I think he cooks it for you in his sexy little apron. You can cut that
With
part.
nothing
you can cut
under.
the sexy apron part.
Oh no, that's staying in. But like, I think Dragon Gate had a really solid January. You know, keeping up their momentum out of Final Gate. I'm impatient. I want the storylines to. I just want it to be May already.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
biting. Things are moving at a brisk pace, and every month continues this sort of like flowing momentum that the narrative has, and it really makes the like 2-week gaps in between the product really start to feel bad. Like I'm sitting here patiently trying to wait for KZ to win, but it's a good exciting time to be a fan.
Yeah.
Usually January is very uneventful, but this year with 2 tournaments, KZ just challenging Park, and the start of the Dead or Alive builds was a good month for Dragon Gate. A good start into Dragon Gate 2019.
Yeah, I was worried that the start of the year would be really slow, but
Yeah, usually is.
I'm glad they've kind of found a way to pick it up a little bit.
Thanks to Curry.
So let's open the discussion gate. We know we have a few questions. Let's open up with with stuff like Ada, Big R, Yamato, Shun, Susumu, and Yoshino coming to the States for WrestleMania weekend, and Shun debuting in Australia for Iron Fist Pro. What do you think of this global expansion that Dragon Gate is trying to do again?
Smart move. Get more eyes on the product.
Because I feel like they haven't.
Especially with the network out, now's the time.
I feel like they haven't made this push since DG USA, so it's interesting.
DG USA.
Yeah, I'm a little conflicted with Dragon Gate. I like the idea, I like the heart behind it, but it just did not work.
Well, the reason I think DG USA failed was because they weren't Dragon Gate enough.
Yeah, it was US Indies plus DG guys. It was not DG guys plus US Indies.
But even then, I didn't think it had to be DG guys. I think if they had made actual units that weren't, nothing. Like, the only units I can think of that were, like, DG USA units were Warriors USA, if you want to count
World
that.
1 International.
No,
World 1.
No, we can't count USA. The only DG USA unit was Ronin.
Oh, no, Duff. The Dirty Ugly Fucks.
And Duff. Yeah.
Dirty Ugly Fucks.
Hey, Sammy Callahan was in that, so I can't hate it.
Should Big R be in that unit too?
Why don't you go fuck yourself?
Because Big R fucks.
Oh.
No, Big R
fucks.
He's an ugly fuck. He just fucks. Okay?
So is Dia in the unit because he's got the big dick?
Yes.
But yeah, I think
Simple yes.
They had like 2 units that didn't matter. They never did unit disbands matches. They didn't keep up with the multi-man format. Like, it just had the Dragon Gate branding, but it didn't have any of the flavor of Dragon Gate, essentially.
Talking about Dragon Dia, I really hope if he gets a finisher, it's called the Big Dick Buster.
Yeah. When you do your move list for Dragon Dia, you can name one of his moves that you have that ability.
I'm gonna abbreviate it BDB, and only the podcast listeners will know what it stands for.
Do you think this is a real offshoot from this? If that's what Discussion Beat's all about. Do you think that his finisher is just gonna beat the Dragon Rana, or will it be like the Ultra Rana?
I hope not.
I want it to be like the Phoenix Dragon Rana.
The Ultra Dragon Rana?
Yeah, the Ultra Dragon Rana. I need that. I've seen a crazy Springboard Phoenix Splash. I could see him do that. Like, he's gonna do something really stupid, and it's gonna be glorious.
But I think it's interesting that they're sending Shun out to both these things.
That he's the base.
Maybe to get him some international experience because they don't do excursions.
Or they want. Do you think it's a good idea to be leading with a masked wrestler? Do you think it sets a good image to Dragon Gate to be this lucha-infused Japanese promotion? And maybe Shun really helps with that image.
I agree, because masked guys are big right now, like Phoenix.
If that's the brand they want to put on now, like to show the world that they're the company in Japan that does this certain style.
He stands out.
Yeah, Shun is the first high flyer out of the DG dojo. So I guess it's just if you think Dragon Gate, you think high flying, and Shun being the first trueborn, DG trueborn. I think it's just Shun just embodies the Dragon Gate style, like the high flying stuff really good.
He took that journey from like meme bodysuit to like
the
great wrestler
chicken.
Because all the young guys, they always have bad costumes, they have bad gimmicks, and then you grow past it.
Don't diss the frog suit.
If it wouldn't have been as bad if I couldn't see his face. It was the fact that he had the mesh mask. I can't think of the luchador who has a similar mask, but that I could see his little eyes and nose through the black mesh, and that was a problem. Like, it looks so creepy.
Yeah.
So, what matches do you guys want to see as a part of the 20th celebration series?
Jimmy's and Mad Blanky. Got to. It's something to like shoehorn in a Jimmy's reunion, please. And if it's against Red, I'll be sad and I'll accept it. But I think letting Yamato put on the yellow tights and the guy liner one more time would not be a bad thing.
Okay. I don't have a match, but I need to see Magnum Tokyo dancing alongside Natural Bites.
Yes, That's if it's just like a reunion for people that we haven't seen in a long time. Like maybe they could get Milano on a show once.
Yeah.
Kensuke Sasaki.
Okay.
Ken
Question.
45.
Question: Would Magnum dance with Natural Vibes, or would Natural Vibes dance with Magnum?
Nah, there's way more vibers in the house tonight. Like Tokyo's got to do the KZ moves.
I would like to see the Tokyo Go dance again, or the Mr. Egoist dance.
That could honestly end the show, is just them dancing for like 10 minutes.
They could do like a
Yeah.
remix where they sort of like fluidly put the two dances together.
Okay, another thing is, I know Blood would love that. It's one final BB dance.
If we could get Dark Hulk back, that'd be a
we could get
beautiful
Hulk
way
back.
to remember him.
I want to see Darkness Dragon versus Dragon Kid one more time.
Ooh, yeah, I was about to say that too.
Maybe
Super Shenlong.
no. Maybe we see like Dragon Dia and Dragon Kid versus Darkness Dragon and Shun Skywalker.
Only if Shun gets a special black gear.
He will.
Like a Dark Shunwalker. That'd be great.
Yeah.
The
Dark
answer,
Shunwalker?
his name will be Darkness Skywalker. Actually,
No, his name
Darkness Skywalker.
His name would be Darth Shun. To
Darth
keep the
Shun?
Star Wars theme. Darth, like Darth Vader.
Oh, Darth Shun.
Yeah.
I do like unironically like the name Darkness Skywalker.
Are there any like people that you would want to just come back for a singles like Kondo, or is it all more unit-based, combination-based matches that you hope you get out of this?
Units. I want to see units come back.
Yeah, the only guy who could do a singles is Ultimo Dragon, but I do not want to see Ultimo Dragon wrestle.
I think that'll be like the final one.
No, Shima.
Shima,
Yeah,
I'll die if Strongheart shows up. Like,
But Strongheart has no right to come back, in my opinion. Shima does, sure, but the rest of them, no.
Yeah, Strongheart has no bearing on the history of Dragon Gate, so why should they bother to make?
Okay, hear me out. Final match, singles match, Ultimo Dragon versus Shima.
No, not again.
boo.
Again?
Yeah, they had one in Toriumon.
Oh.
It
I
was
feel,
good.
I
Don't
feel,
worry about it.
I'm sure that would draw huge, though.
Korakuen? They don't need to draw in Korakuen.
The December Korakuen,
The
the
Doi
final
Dots.
20th anniversary. That's the moment Akira Tozawa hits the ramp.
Oh.
What if we get Shingo versus Yamato? Like Yamato wanted another singles match against Shingo.
I can see that. It
Yeah, I can
depends
see
if
that
New
too.
Japan want to be tools or not.
It
I
depends
don't
what
think
they do with it.
Shingo's not under contract. Shingo's freelance.
Isn't he
That would
junior
be-
heavyweight champion? Or junior tag champion?
Yeah,
Oh,
at least I think so. I don't watch New Japan.
that's a BlodN question or a Cboz question.
Yeah, he is.
Not. Yeah.
And according to Cage Match, still the ORI Gate champion.
So, what if Taiji Ishimori?
Okay, hold on. I have one match.
Mm-hmm.
A one-match return. Futa Nakamura versus Ryotsu Shimizu.
As much as I like the meme, I don't think so.
No, man. I know.
You know-
I would laugh.
So, do they count Dragon Door and like all the offshoots, like secret
No.
bases? They don't count that
No,
as history.
No, it's not part of Dragon Gate.
Okay.
Non-canon.
No, it's not affiliated with Dragon Gate whatsoever.
I was just curious if they counted that or not.
Do you think Dr. Muscle's gonna come back?
Ooh, Dr. Muscle and Metal Warrior versus
I love the Metal Warrior.
Dr. Muscle and Dr. Muscle versus Metal Warrior and Metal Warrior.
Nobody knows what's happening. No one can tell who's who.
I think you could get away with that if the gimmick of the match is that like you demask people, and it's like
No,
Partway
It shouldn't.
through, and
no.
if they start
Just-
demasking each other and they're like surprise comebacks. I like that.
Just keep the masks on.
Given all the circumstances, what do you guys think of the KZ and Ada pushes?
Great. Especially Eita. Eita is doing... They are doing everything right with Eita.
I'm
it's also interesting to see that you can push two people very strongly at the same time. Like, they're both having their own independent moments every night on the card.
I think like a few months ago, I can't remember who it was, but I think it was Future. He was talking about how Ada and KZ were generational rivals, and like can you name a better rivalry or something like that? And I didn't think of it at the time, but now looking at it, like he's right. I cannot wait for these two to clash.
Yeah, it needs to happen at Kobe World in the main event for the Dreamgame title.
I think that's the best case scenario for Kobe. If Pac wasn't going to be dethroned, this is the next best thing.
No, even if Pac stays, fuck Pac. I want Eita in the main event.
Hard fuck Pac there.
With a King of Gate victory?
Yes, he needs to squash everyone in King of Gate in like 5 minutes with the Imperial. No.
Well, that's kind of the problem is you can't keep up the squash push.
Why not?
For
too long.
For too long.
Why not?
Why not? He's just gonna keep squashing everybody? Like he's gonna run out of people.
That kind of hurts the rest of the roster, don't you think? Like at the expense of everything that they've built up, just to let Eita. Like he's already dangerous. He's already a threat. Like they know he can go, and he's poised to be,
he needs to
challenger.
He definitely needs to beat the generation leaders.
So he needs to do he needs to chase KZ that way, where he also beats all the generation leaders.
Yes, he needs to beat all of them.
I think it could be an interesting twist. I've been thinking about what could differentiate Eita's push from KZ's, and I think it's Mochizuki. If Eita can beat Mochi, but KZ can't, I think there's something there to say the differences between the two talents.
I like that.
I like that too.
What if Shima comes back just to lose to Eita?
Shima lose? That's funny.
Something must have changed in his heart. Like he must have been dropped on his head in DDT and changed his ways.
He just comes back for 1 month. For one match.
1 month?
Lay down for Eita? I don't believe
one match. He steps into the ring, gets hit by Imperial Uno, and pins him in 8 seconds.
I don't know, if he can job to Shiba, he can job to Eita.
The Crazy Max reunion match at Korakuen.
You think we're going to M2K reunion?
Yeah, 100%. I don't know if... Okay, it's probably more likely to be a final M2K union, so you don't have to put Kanda in there.
Does Magnitude still wrestle? Is he still in shape, or is he?
He does. He still wrestles.
He wrestles in Osaka Pro. He's teaming with Yoshida.
Bring my man, Magnitude Kishiwada, home.
Oh, okay.
Blood Generation reunion. Doyoshi Magnitude versus.
Yeah.
I don't know. Typhoon.
Saito, Shima.
Saito, Susumu, and Dragon Kid. I don't know. It's Typhoon.
So you know that picture of Big R with the Shun Skywalker mask on?
It looks like Magnitude.
Magnitude. If hear me out. So Magnitude.
Big R and Magnitude.
No, is that he comes out with a Magnitude mask, except his is Magna the number 2 Magnitude.
He's like meme Kishiwada.
Pretty much. I love it.
It'd be interesting to see them pull people who very shortly had time in Dragon Gate but have gone on to do crazy things and be associated with other people. Like if they pulled, Katsuhiko Nakajima or Minoru Suzuki or Tiger Mask or Liger, like these people who aren't super associated with the product.
Out of all of these 4 you named, I can only see Liger. Because he was Dreamgate champion.
You don't think Tiger would come? Wasn't Tiger brave?
Tiger's Mask was brave, but not Tiger Mask.
You're right.
I like Tiger's Mask. I wouldn't mind him coming.
So, you mentioned that. What do you guys think of the current Ishimori storyline going on in New Japan?
I don't care about New Japan, so I don't care about
because it's a storyline revolving around Torimon X.
Yeah,
I still don't care. It's Ishimori. Never cared about Ishimori.
It's interesting that, now that, Shingo's away, people are talking about Dragon Gate in other places. The history that has been built there, because Strong Hearts, because Shingo, because Kai, like all this cross promotional work is, I think, good in general for Dragon Gate.
You guys think Ishimori will come back?
No.
Ishimori's got his. He's got a
Ishimori
good.
never was in Dragon Gate.
I thought he was in Tournament X.
Yeah, but Tournament X was a failed experiment.
Different, yeah.
I would like Tanizaki more.
I want Tanizaki back in general.
Yeah, for sure.
Forever. Just book him in RED.
Just put him in Red, yeah.
Run.
You don't want
or natural
Kenshiro
vibes
back?
Oh man, stop. I need Arai back.
Okay, that's one I can't agree with.
You don't like the man?
You've not seen a peak Arai.
But he doesn't look threatening at all. He looks like...
He could just punch Tominaga and dude's been Brave Gate champion.
Yeah, but Punch doesn't look like...
He's a henchman. He's a lackey. Like, that's the role that he is built and born to play.
Like, he's not threatening. He looks like a janitor.
That's the point.
He looked like a janitor when he had the overalls, too.
His heel role is like this drunken, lazy fucker who he's gonna smash a beer bottle over you.
Okay, guys, you just Deep Drunkers are coming back.
Sure. Like, just to hear the theme song.
Oh God, can you imagine Dreamgate champion KZ having to come out for?
Yes, please.
for the Deep Drunkers theme? Yes,
please. Please, this needs to happen.
In
the orange overalls?
The overalls are... I never want him to wear the overalls again.
No, he is for that Deep Drunkers reunion. Oh my God, Deep Drunkers versus Antios.
Please.
If we find ourselves in the dark timeline that Pac wins, do you think he makes it to Kobe? Do you think he drops it maybe to Yamato?
I think if KZ loses, he's got to go on another redemption arc, and then he wins it at Kobe.
Oh, like loses to Pac, wins King of Gate for a second challenge?
Yes. Which actually,
I agree.
That falls into my next question. So with Hakata Star Lanes closing down permanently, how do you think King of Gate's going to be handled?
Either the new Fukuoka venue or Korakuen.
But I'm saying, do you think like because I know some
Night 1 and Korakuen finals would be pretty nice.
Yeah. Do you guys think that from now on the King of Gate finals are always gonna get you a the Kobe main event? I think it should.
I
don't think so. I think they just change it depending on what they want to do.
Yeah, depending on how it fits into this year's narrative.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to be flexible. It's good that they're able to sort of adjust it and not lock themselves into some tradition.
I would like it if they do it like the wrestler can choose what they want. One at the next day or one at Kobe. Although that would be hard to do.
I think they should do it like the Owara Gate, and the fans get to choose when the title match happens.
Yeah, well, if that depends where you let the choosing happen. If you make it at Fukuoka, the fans gonna be like, "Hey, I wanna see the title match live."
Right now.
Right now, I don't care who wins.
Korakuen, like, we want it in Korakuen Hall.
The reaction when Yagi announced the title match at the Hakata Starlands, and the Korakuen fans were like, "Oh man."
I think it was time for us to start closing the gates. As the final gate closes on this episode of the podcast, I want to thank Jay Church at DG_JAE and iHeartDG.com for all the translations and card info we use in the show. He also runs the official... He also runs the official English Dragon Gate Twitter at DragonGateEN, no spaces, as well. Without him and his work, this show and most English, or the English fan base for Dragon Gate would be next to impossible. So please, I guess shout them out, drop them a nice message. The lovely people over at r/DragonGatePW, that's the subreddit, have been very supportive of the show, so please go check them out. And a special shout out to Luke Hickey at Puro Reviews over at the Indie Corner, which is at the Indie Corner, for giving us a shout out and on his awesome written review for this month's Korakuen. So please go give that a read and drop him a follow.
Thank you, Luke.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Luke.
If you're
Twitter's the best. Secretly my favorite Twitter.
If you're interested in keeping up with Dragon Gate, the Dragon Gate Network is the way to go. For $13.49 a month, and you can watch tons of content, including the stuff we've reviewed today. Lots of live streams, tons of stuff.
You get the Torimon backlog. You get cooking videos of Yamato making rice. You get Doi playing baseball. You get the Prime Zones.
You get move discussions from them. Like why does Doi use the cocksucker sliding kick?
Oh Christ.
The cocksucker sliding kick. How much how many euros is 13.49?
About 11 euros.
Nice.
That's just Monopoly money, but okay.
Fuck off, you asshole.
Also, I'd love to thank my host unit mates, Cboz and Leon.
And Blood, we miss you wherever
miss you,
you are.
Boy.
We're thinking about you.
Sorry you're Yoshinoist. If you have any questions you want to ask us, feel free to tweet us or message us on the Twitter. It's at DreamKeyPod. That's where you'll get like episode announcements, anything happens. I'm sure we'll announce most of Leon's move lists and stuff that they're coming, all that good stuff. If you're listening and enjoyed the show, please like and subscribe, share with your friends, comment any questions you might have. You can follow me on Twitter at ChuckN0RRIS55. Cboz, where can they find you?
Also at my very sad and sometimes unused Twitter at CBOZ_1020.
And Leon?
You can find me on Twitter at Earth2Leon. I'm really lazy right now, so I don't want to spell it out. You'll figure it out.
It's the number 2.
Yeah, right now.
And you can find Mr. Akata Starlanes himself, BlodN, at BLODN. And last but not least, thank you for joining us on this adventure through the Dragon Gate. See you next time.
Dragon Gate.